Okay, this place is fucking cool. But damn. They've got a good rule set, a friendly entrance, a nice background for many different kinds of characters. Hmm. Oh, it's even keeping in mind larger scaled characters too, with structures like this. Get someone supersized? Got a friend who's supersized? Just climb up here and talk with them. Oh my goodness. This is lovely. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Oh well. Ah. Hmm. The Minotaur, eh? Hmm. Guess I'll have to consider visiting them when they're active. Until then, I'll be taking this chance to roam around. Alright. The infinite. That's a pretty decent scale to be traveling through, all things considered. Oh? Oh, hell yes! Oh, hell yes. Oh, I actually have to climb my way up. Even Desky mode has to put in some effort. Nice. Okay, if I jump, I think it's going by a little bit faster. It's still taking lots of clicking and lots of jumping. Oh, jeez. Okay. Woo. Yeah, no, this is pretty high up. Bloody heck, that was quite the climb. I can't see shit, I'm too short. Let's use some levitation. Ooh. Oh, that's better. Gotta say, their home ship is a lot more colorful and defined than my home. Than my forest. Wonder how many sights they get to see all the time. I wonder how many conflicts they accidentally run into. I do not envy them in that regard. Still, impressive to have a ship of such a size. And I'm gonna need to make my way all the way back down. This is gonna suck. Alright. Get as much buffer in as possible. And we'll be taking the long way down. Never fun. Never fun. To have to jump from a high place. Sure, I could turn intangible to fucking avoid the fall damage, but then I would also start falling through the ground. So it'd cost me effort to land without taking damage either way. Are those storage container homes? Neat. I'll have to check them out. Whoa! Nice, so they've gotten to that scale at least. Reuniverse, multiverse, omniverse, metaverse, the infinite. Coolio. Ooh. Nice. High Hall logo, yep. Earth. Hasn't changed much. Oh, whoa! Oh. Yeah, that doesn't send us anywhere. Think it's gonna launch us again? Doesn't look like it. Not seeing any changes. Now there I'm hearing something. Whoa! Alright. So we're back to here. And we get to here now. Or do I have insufficient permissions? Whatever. From over there, I thought this was a coffee maker. Since when would they keep a coffee maker aboard a spaceship in one of the main navigation control rooms? Oh. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they would keep one here, because they have a water cooler. Neat. Oh. Deploy ores. Fair enough. Time to see what else is going on here. Whoa. Whoa, where in the heck? Yo. Oof. Damn. How many mechs could they hold in this place? Not available. Bugger. Alright, let's see what the other ones are like. Do they have the same theming or not? Oh. Ah. Okay, good. The music of this place is reminding me of a world I used to visit. Kind of making me want to visit it again. Don't think I ever got to visit it while the reality was active, but it was still interesting. I've got to wonder, where in the heck are the living quarters? Because if it's those red crate containers and whatnot, then that works for like a few members of the crew, but not the entire crew. Yeah, no, even when I say it aloud in my head, it still sounds silly. Sounds like something a crazy person would say. Oh. Oh, okay there. That's what's going on there. Hmm. Guess you can come down here if you want to talk to any of your gigantic friends, but by goodness, it's still going to be a bit difficult for them to fit in here. Oh, goodness. Whoa, who in the what? Oh, gee. Okay, what in the heck? Why is the alarm still going off? Don't tell me that got discovered, damn it. What, they seemed like they were welcoming visitors.
I swear I didn't touch anything.
Who in the what?
I didn't touch anything.
You know what? I would usually say that, and I'd probably believe it myself, but I'm not sure I can believe you.
I swear I didn't touch anything. I swear I didn't touch anything. I promise.
And how the fuck did we end up here?
I don't know.
Okay then, they definitely touched something. Who in the fuck was that? Am I not the only person exploring this place? Nope, they were definitely here. The hologram table wasn't active last time I left the room. Alright, where in the fuck are we? It doesn't look to be budging. What does this even do? Where does it go? Ah, so many questions, so little time. Alright. Time to shift forms. There we go. Now I can pull out the broom. Ah! Did they keep the crew quarters all the way up here in, like, the heads of the... Because that would both be very silly and very interesting. Come on. Ugh. Alright, we're above the clouds during the day, so I guess that's the option they picked. Alright. This form I don't have to worry nearly as much. Just buffer my fall. Okay. Well, I should go visit that one world I haven't been to in a while. Alright, where within this multiverse shall we go? Where else but the Undercity? I'm pretty sure their giant fucking spaceship wouldn't even be able to fit down here. Dear heck. I have not visited this in a while. Hmm. Oh. Yep. This place hasn't changed. I'm pretty sure I have by now, but hey, that's just life. The occlusion here isn't quite working as it should. But that's just the fucking multiverse fucking glitching out. Getting all of these is gonna take a while, so I'm not gonna focus on that too much. I think there was an area back in spawn where I could toggle them off. Could've sworn there was a relay point in here somewhere. But maybe it's broken. Maybe time's just muddled my memory. Who knows? Yep. I still don't understand how someone gets up here in order to harvest that plant. So yeah, you can probably just do enough climbing and running around. Oh, damn. Still not sure how I feel about people swapping out their faces. Disdain style. Not a big fan of that kind of thinking. Alright, that works. That path works. Yeah. Ah! Oh. Yeah. Been so long that I completely forgot how treacherous this climb is. Holy shit. Water magic. Shame I'm not suited for it. It would be very useful sometimes. But look, you can do weather magic. Yes, weather magic is not water magic. There's similarities, but there's also differences. Alright. No thank you. It's nice to be able to visit this world consistently, but still don't have enough resonance here to actually bring anything with me back. Which means all these resources, all these reference points, actually unusable. seen this before. Oh. Okay, I have seen it. I just didn't really pay much attention to it. Relay point. Neat. What in the heck? What in the multiverse reacted there? Why? If you have to have advertisements saying that, I'm more inclined to doubt you. Yeah. Might as well. Huh? There's one in there and one out here. Yep, fire district. Oh wait, why was that open? I hadn't been down here yet. Yeah. Looks like nothing's changed there. So let's see. Am I heading in the direction I think I am, or am I heading in a different direction? This connects to here? Oh, yeah, it connects to here. Grab this and head back, because this isn't where I want to go. No, this definitely isn't where I want to go. This is, though. I remember last time I was here on call with someone. It was interesting to learn that the droids were potentially human intelligent, but because they imped out on fucking memory and resources, they ended up acting as stupid as they did. Could have learned to nurture real people, but no, instead they want to conquer the universe. It really is silly how people get stuck on that. Yep. Fire magic. Very useful for disposing all the junk and waste. Otherwise, it's not really seen as anything other than warmth. I'm not going to be able to take it with me. Same for this, but it's nice to just forceful harvest versus a skilled harvest. Oh, I have no doubts that there will be planet Earth that employs this method one day too. That just tosses all of its trash into the mantle of its planet to return it to the substance. But that would the real danger for that, though, would be finding a way to make sure A, the trash doesn't resurface elsewhere if it can manage to even survive fucking magma. And then B, how do you keep heat from escaping any further than it already has? Let alone how do you keep the byproducts of these things from tainting the atmosphere? Because if you have to get it underneath the crust of the Earth, then you've still got a lot of work cut out for you for making sure that you don't start venting a ton of heat from the Earth's core. I wonder if they ever had this up and running at some point. With those big spiked rollers for crushing the trash. Fire. Used for foraging, warmth, recycling. Can help preserve life, but can also destroy it just as much. I should know. I've got an affinity for it. Do they have the same marking here as they do in the waterfall, or no? Because that would be an interesting detail to translate across different realities. Let's go find out. Gonna have to walk past the fucking spa again. No, I do not want to be turned into steamed broccoli, thank you very much. That would actually be an effective damage type, steam. Has both a layer of heat energy and some water energy in it. Meaning it could also inflict a drowning effect to some degree. Because plants can drown, by the way, if they're not adapted for aquatic life. And if they are adapted for aquatic life, then they usually suffocate up in the air. Yep, same symbol. Okay, so that's just a common reference point in this world. Noted. Oh wait, I don't have my broom. Shit! The Wind District is definitely one of my favorite spots to visit, but by damn, the best way to visit it is the best way to go about visiting it is also one of the most convoluted routes in the history of navigating. You have to go around through this side path over to the cooling area that keeps the desert temperatures from elsewhere, from outside and elsewhere, from, you know, boiling this place alive. Speaking of, if you can manage to get past the fan blades without getting chopped to bits, there's a nice little door down there. I'll show you it later. Not exactly here yet, so it's not going to feel any damage to me. Still not going to be comfy, but hey, I can deal with a little discomfort. This does not go to the air district, this goes back to the main area, but it's still a path I wanted to show. One hell of a view. Anyways. Well, I'm glad I stayed up here, at the very least. That relay point also goes to the Wind District, but it's not the route I want to take. Don't know what it is, maybe just a bit of the influence from some of the past games I've enjoyed or stories I've read. Maybe a past life, who knows. I always liked finding the sneaky areas a lot more than I did the obvious path. Oh. Yep, we're here. Compliment to fire. Definitely does great in supporting life. There's a junkyard all the way over there. Where we came from down there. The open pedestal there, and then Market Row. My link line's back. My link line's back. Always nice to see a reality where I can still just chill up in the rafters of places. Sure, it doesn't give much room for dancing, but hey. Let's just pretend they didn't just fall. Yeah, magic items. Would you look at that? The outer world. One hell of a desert. With some greenery below, but not all. Wonder what that is off in the distance. Could it ever be someplace to visit? Afraid I'm not going to get an answer to that. I've lost the opportunity to form a stronger link with this, stronger resonance with this place beyond just the one I've got. So many fucking resources, so many details of world stability that deserve to be discovered. Is it here? Oh. So I do remember where it is. Once I'm close enough to remember the right context. Got it. This is that secret area I was talking about. It's right below that balcony. Really wishing I hadn't bumped my nose on that. There's the cooling, as per usual. Now, I really wish we could get into here. I've been curious as to what it holds for a while. Alas, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Discomfort, you're such a friend. I'm surprised they don't have an area for ice magic. Also, there's that secret down there, which I still don't understand. love to understand it at some point, but right now I just don't have the material to reference from to figure it out. Ice caverns. Ice magic, maybe? Yeah, no, that door down there. What exactly is behind it? And we're back here. I can't remember where the... Is there a shop for earth magic or not? Okay, there is an earth shrine. Grove above. Okay, so I'm gonna be headed to the grove either way. Noted. Not even all of this is gonna last forever. Yep, we're at the grove. And it said grove above, so let's get started on that. No, I don't think this is the way forward. I'm an eldritch plant lady. I've got enough of a nature's blessing to go around. No, I'm not changing my phrasing. Oh. Right. But that's not going to be useful to, like, visitors. Mushroom cave? No, thank you. No, not sewer either. Here we are. Yep. Still looking as beautiful as ever, girl. Or guy, I've never really got to know their name. Maybe because I couldn't interact with them. At most, I'm just a ghost here. Drifting around. And I take it, yep, the Earth Shrine is here. Thank you. Hey. Rain, how did we fail at the execution on that statement? Let's try this again. Thank you for the blessing of stability. With peace in the ground we stand. The earth is not always peaceful, but that is why it often sleeps. Not really much else to show here. Yeah, no shit. Collapsed like hell. Alright, I'm not. Damn it. Be nice to have a light and a broom on this heavy. This form. Yeah, let's stay away from that. No, thank you. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you all in another recording or whatever. I really don't really need to continue wandering here. Nothing's burning. Just a nickel.